clock to go as the shot clock expires. Boy, they played terrific defense for most of the shot clock.
And Mama loving her boy knocking down jump shots. Bad job by Rashard Lewis falling asleep on Ray Allen.
Howard again.
I don't like that Jameer Nelson's not trying to turn the corner. He's just coming off the pass. And even though these shots are not their best shots.
I said it earlier in the series. You're doing the Celtics a favor if you're posting up Dwight Howard against Kendrick Perkins. You can't give a steady dive to that because you're not going to be successful.
Allen for three. Back-to-back threes from Ray Allen. And the lead back up to 19.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals.
One of the great three-point shooters in the history of the NBA, lighting it up here to start the third. Back-to-back trays for Ray Allen. And Boston up by 19 here with 2 minutes gone by in the third.
You see Ray Allen, that pretty jump shot plan, beat the clock. Stepping in rhythm, knockdown jumper, and then breakdowns defensively. You gamble. Now all of a sudden your defense collapsed. Rashard Lewis leaving the body, and then Vince Carter leaving Ray Allen in the corner. Knockdown shot. Let me do a little remix. Man, there goes that mama. Miss Allen loving what her boy is doing, and Stan Van Gundy upset that his team is not disciplined on the defensive end.
Allen shooting 42% from downtown in the playoffs after a regular season where he was at 36%. Did so many big shots in his career. Certainly did it in 2008 on their way to a title. Trying to help them get back to the finals tonight. Lewis has played well, Jeff, but he just has not been able to get shots to go down.
Exactly. Just another good look. I think he's played harder in this game than he's played throughout the series. He's rebounding. He's doing a lot of good things, but it's just not.
Allen, not that time.
It's just not gone down for him. You know, and this league is a make-or-miss league. You know, everyone was talking about good offense by the Magic, and it was, but it was shot making. Tonight they can't buy a three-point shot, and it's, you know, you think it's bad offense.
Carter posting up. That won't go. Garnett the rebound. Carter had the big second quarter. If you're just tuning in, he was scoreless in the first, but had 13 points in the second to help Orlando get back in the game. It was a 21-point lead in the first half. Garnett to Allen. Allen on the drive. Pierce for three. Bang! Largest lead of the night. 8 for 13 for downtown. Nelson can't get it to go. Rondo strips it. Pierce with the save. The three-pointer, such a weapon. Orlando proved that in Game 5. Boston getting it done from downtown here in Game 6.
And that miss by Nelson was one he'd been knocking in.
Pierce.
And you can't lose heart right now if you're Orlando. You got a lot of time. It looks bleak, but you got to keep fighting and hope that something good breaks your way.
Howard gets inside. Nice left-handed roller for Dwight Howard. Again, they proved it earlier in this playoffs in games that they were down big. Obviously, after trailing 0-3, they could have just packed it in. But they won the big Game 4 here in overtime to keep their season alive. And then so impressive in Game 5. Shot clock at 5. Rondo cuts to the basket, flips it up, and draws the foul. Rondo, such a smart player, moving without the ball.
Well, Jameer Nelson's been trying to help. He's going to Garnett. Rondo sees his man turn his head. He cuts to the rim and gets rewarded. And right there on those plays, you've got to resist the temptation to foul, and you've got to let Dwight Howard cover up for your mistakes.
These are way off. Reminder, tomorrow night on TNT, Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Lakers and Suns now back in Phoenix. Phoenix will try and force a Game 7. Then ESPN on Sunday, if Orlando wins, we'll have Game 7 from Florida on ESPN. Tip off shortly after 8:30. An uphill battle right now for the Magic. And the finals will start Thursday. Don't know where, but definitely Thursday. Tip-off shortly after 9 Eastern on ABC as the ball knocked out of bounds. Still Orlando ball.
The doctors are saying, hey, nobody touched the basketball, and I like the fact that the referees are getting together and discussing.
They changed the call. It's going to be Boston ball.
I don't know who touched it, but Jameer Nelson's got to shoot the ball. He's got a layup. When you drive, think, and pass, it rarely turns into something good. You've got to drive to score and then react to the defense. The
interesting thing is, here's a guy that learned from the first 3 games of this series that they lost, that he's got to be aggressive in those pick-and-roll situations. He's going back to the way he played initially.
Good left defense. Howard knocks down Allen. Redick, good play. Carter out to Nelson. That's a three-pointer. Puts it in. Jameer Nelson, his first three-pointer of the night.
You're the Magic, like Coach said, it's about getting stops. Put some stops together and give yourself a chance to get back in this game.
And a foul away from the ball. It's going to go against J.J. Redick. 2 on Redick. Third team foul. What did Doc call Redick the other day? He said, I didn't know he's going to play like Pistol Pete Maravich, where he's knocking down the threes.
Easy, Doc. I know you're competing against him right now, but he's certainly not playing like Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete rolling over in his grave on that one.
Garnett drills it. Kevin Garnett struggling from the field, 37% the first 5 games, 4 of 7 here tonight.
And they're running offense down screens for Garnett to get looks.
Nelson back out. Was it deflected? Yes.
But again, if you watch him on his penetration, he's looking to the perimeter instead of looking at the rim. And if you look at the perimeter, everybody knows to stay at home. But when you attack the basket to score, that's when people can suck in.
Carter out to Lewis. Good look. Instead, throws it away. Looked like he had an open 3 and then a foul called on Orlando. Lewis passed up the shot and committed the turnover, the 10th for the Magic.
I like what the Celtics are doing offensively. You look at the Magic offensively, a little bit too tentative, looking to make plays and not taking things that present themselves. Just a wide open jump shot. It's got to go up, turns it down, and an unforced error. But offensively for the Celtics, they are patient, trusting each other, and moving the basketball.
Rondo traveled. That last foul call, by the way, in Orlando was on Carter, his second. That's the 9th Celtic turnover. We're midway through the 3rd. They're game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics win, they advance to the championship round. Orlando wins, and game 7 will be Sunday. They try to become the first team ever to come back from an 0-3 series in the NBA. Howard counted and a foul. Good aggressive move, and Garnett hit him as well.
Well, they ran this pick and roll to get Carter going to his right. Good pocket pass. And Garnett just doesn't look right. I don't know if he got hurt in that collision, but the resistance defensively just doesn't look like he's up in the air or being as physical as he normally does.
Howard hits the free throw. Garnett suffered that right foot sprain in the Cleveland series, but then seemed to be okay. He had some tremendous games against the Cavs in the conference semifinals. 16-point lead, 5.5 remaining 3rd quarter. And a foul away from the ball. Redick is upset as he's called for his 3rd. 15 foul, they're in the penalty.
See, and knowing the penalty, you cannot get physical with Ray Allen. And right there, I think that's a good call. I don't think he knocked Ray Allen over. I mean, because Ray Allen does a good job of accentuating the contact, but you've got to play with your hands back. You've got to pull your hands back and just chase him. This is gifting Ray Allen points.
Allen, the first half of this year in the regular season, wasn't shooting the ball well. And then there was talk about perhaps a trade at the trading deadline. He's an unrestricted free agent after this season. But after the trading deadline came and went, he remained a Celtic. After the All-Star break, he had the best second